So today we will solve a pretty interesting problem, and we will learn how to handle with inner queries or subqueries. So today's problem name is Weather Observation Station 5. So let's jump into this. So it has been written, query the western longitude for the largest northern longitude in station that is less than 137.2345. Rounded your answer to 4 decimal places. Okay, so I think it will be more helpful for you guys if I just explain it while doing. So what it is being sold, select western longitude from station. Now the business clause. For the largest northern latitude in station that is less than 137.2345. So what it is telling, uh, let's break this up. Okay, so if we just focus on this, largest latitude n in station less than this. So if we just look into this, this is also a part of query. So we can execute this first. So how will you do that? We will say select max lat n from station where lat n is less than 137.2345. So if we run this code, what we will get? We will get a max Latin. Let's see. Yeah, we are getting a max Latin. So I'm not explaining this in details because this is something what we have solved in our previous solution. Okay, now what the original query is asking, we know that every time there is a business case, we should include that in a where clause. But this time it is asking to include this query in the business case. And how to do that? So to do that, we will just use where clause, and we'll create a subquery, and the subquery will be where for the largest Latin, where lat in is equals to, and we will put it here, and we'll put it inside the subquery. So if we run this code, what we will get? The output is still incorrect because there is another part left. Round your answer to 4 decimal places. So how to do that? We will use the round keyword and we will round it to 4 decimal places. Now if we run this, and our output is correct. So let me once again explain this to you guys. So select round long W4 from station where Latin. This part is clear to you. Okay, this part is pretty similar. The challenging part is we are writing another query here. Okay, so instead of writing another query, what we could have done, we could have calculated this query separately. We could have got the output and we could have just replaced this whole query with the output. But we are not doing that because that is not a efficient way of doing. Instead of that, what we are doing, we are just creating a brackets and writing our query which will return us that very output. So this concept is called inner query because this select is your main query, this part is your main query, and this select is something which is belonging to your main query. That is, it's called the inner query. It is also been known by the name subquery. But one thing to know, we are doing this kind of inner query because this is our simple SQL playlist. Once we'll move to advanced part, we will see inner query or a subquery is never a good approach because the execution time it takes is way longer. There are more optimized approach to solve this kind of problem, and we will deal with that at a later point of time. But being said that, it is also important that you should have a clear idea about how inner query works, because some cases inner query is what exactly the business needs. Okay, so with that I am wrapping up this video.